Yo, One Piece, chapter 1136, titled The Country That Awaits the Sun. Of course, Elbaf is. They're the ones that love the sun god. Why wouldn't they be the ones awaiting the sun? But also, there might be some darkness coming soon. Welcome back. It's been a long time. I think over 20 days from what I've seen checking TCB last. It's the new year, so happy 2025. I got some guests coming over in a few minutes, so I'm trying to knock this out as quickly as possible. But at the same time, I miss One Piece, man. It's been way too long. I haven't been watching the anime. I apologize for no uploads, but I'm just kind of healing still. Still got my broken leg, broken foot rather. So that's getting along. I'm just kind of chilling. But let's get into the chapter. The country that awaits the sun. Oh, and we got like a who's who little temple. Yamato's Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 22, a mysterious hidden base in Udon. So who's who still has some power in Wano, I see. And Yamato has brought Hold'em to him. Someone who currently was maybe under him, right? Odin note, I went to Miyako-jima over the new year and chilled out with some karage, champuri, and non-alcoholic beer. Living it up like it's already the summer. Good for Oda. Glad he's relaxing. He's taken these weeks off. I know this last week was technically a Shonen Jump week off, and the last chapter that we read was actually supposed to be the first chapter of 2025, but we got that early, so we had to wait 2 extra weeks for this. Or like 3, yeah, it was like a long time. But let's get into chapter. Even the meat is huge. It's so tasty. This moose reminds me of dinosaur meat. Well, shit, definitely looked like it. And then we got the mountain boy, I forget his name. Big old beard, which, yes, confirmed, I checked. The lanky old beard was killed by Big Mom when she was a child in the flashback. That was confirmed. I just couldn't remember that during my last reaction. They're quite tricky to catch, as ferocious as they are delicious. No task is too great if it's for one savior. I appreciate it. Aruden, Stanson. Gaga. Glad you like it. Got a bunch of different I forget the kid's name already. We got his name last time, I forget it. It's been too long. I saw, just a little tangent. Arthur posted that like when we first got introduced to Loki was like a few chapters ago, but it was already like 3 months ago or some shit, which is fucking wild. That it's almost been like a quarter of like a third of the year, and that's when we first got introduced to Loki. The time is passing by way too fast. It's rare for humans to make it all the way to the Sun Realm. Most confuse the underworld for Elbaf proper, and flee before they find their way up here. Listen up! The mighty oars was a Whoa, we're talking about oars, dude? Whoa, randomly talking about oars. Listen up. The mighty oars was a warrior legendary even to you giants. Why are we randomly talking about oars? Is this Usopp talking? Like he was talking in this bubble. Is he talking in this bubble? Yeah, I guess he is. So Usopp's telling his tales. He has come to Elbaf to tell his fables. Listen up. The mighty oars was a warrior legendary even to you giants. He'd tower over any of you 3 times over. And guess who finally finished them? That's right. It was me. Whoa! Way to go, Captain Usopp. Wow. Your skin really is blue. You should see Fishman Island. There's as many skin tones as there are fish in the sea. I've always wanted to see a mermaid. No shame in that. They're a sight to behold. Mermaid Cove is more enticing than heaven itself. Whoa! That said, I thought Sanji was in his Germa suit. I'll be honest. Like it looked, his hair was kind of looking a little Germa-ish there. Okay, so obviously like the giants, they're like regular people. They haven't really left their island. They are an isolated nation, right? So they love hearing from a Yonko crew about their adventures. Obviously, we've been there every step of the way, but now they're telling it. So Jinbei's like, yeah, there's a lot of fishmen. It's a normal thing. Sanji's like, Mermaid Cove, dude. That's my shit. My heart soars just as much when I see you, giant ladies. Oh, Sanji-kun, you're so silly. It's cute. Oh, beauty's everywhere I look. I'm getting buried in babes. I really do need that Sanji to complete the monster trio up there. And what are you? Who? Me? Yo, I can answer with my own blues. My what the heck am I ditty? I guess it's a big wide world out there. Let's toast to it. I'm surprised so many giants have never gone out to sea. Yeah. That's Nami talking. Yeah. I kind of assumed they were all pirates. Yeah. Nami, I want to apologize to you. And this other stuff, but before, bro doesn't even name Zoro. Get out of here, Road. Get out of here. You're gonna go down as like worse than. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think who he's reminding me of. He's reminding me of Snotman from Dressrosa, which is so irrelevant to my life that I don't even remember his fucking name. Look, you're gonna be creepier than Perisparrow. Like, get out of here. Don't. He ain't gonna be forgiven that easily. But beating a proper apology out of him was the least we could do. Good Tasso's sadistic side really makes my heart flutter. Oh, he's a goddamn masochist. Didn't realize there's so many characters. I'm losing the voices. You know, it's too much to figure out who's talking. He ain't gonna be forgiven that easily. But beating a proper apology out of him was the least we could do. And Zoro, don't sweat it. It's not like anyone died. Although, it's only because Usopp stopped me. If he didn't, it would have been your head. Damn right, Zoro, you tell him you can chop a fucking giant's head off in one clean swing, dude. Onigiri on his ass. Zoro using that yeah, Zoro got that conkers. You know Zoro got that conkers, dude. You use that conqueror, Zoro. Ooh, Road? Yeah. Don't tell me you picked a fight without checking their current bounties. Damn right. He's like, oh, this other straw hat. Motherfucker, that's the right-hand man. That's the right-hand man of my boy right there. Can't talk shit about Zoro. You never stood a chance. I love it. Don't hold back next time. Good Tasso. She's so harsh, I can't get enough. Come on, everyone. Born here on Elbaf shares the same dream. Come on, everyone born here on Elbaf shares the same dream. To become the next sun god and rule the world. Sun god? Are you kidding me? The sun god isn't a ruler. That's right. He's the god of liberation. More like destruction. You're wrong. Everyone knows he was the god of laughter. Oh, damn. Okay, so the giants be arguing over the lore. So in the lore, they're arguing that he isn't a ruler. He's a god of liberation. So it says more like destruction. Very destructive. You're wrong. He's the god of laughter. Why can't he be all those? Sure is getting rowdy. Was this about a god? The sacred Harley texts have been passed down for generations in Elbaf. The legends are written in an archaic language, so there have been countless interpretations. So it's like their Bible. They got their Bible, all right. The Harley texts. No one can say for sure which translation is accurate, and this is the result. According to the Harley text, the world has already been destroyed twice before, and the name of sun god Nika is invoked after each instance. So the Great Reset, we apparently had two already. Interesting. We talking Noah's Ark flood? You know, was the Noah made because someone was already kind of doomsday prepping for the next reset? Who knows? Nika. Oh damn! We got a nice clean, not a silhouette no more. A nice clean shot of Sun God Nika. I'm not reading anything yet. Fantastically, he has the shield with the sun symbol 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 points around the sun, which is seen in a lot of these cultures in One Piece. They have a similar symbol that kind of also has 8 points and is seemingly a sun, right? So he has a sword and a shield, and then he has this cloudy sash, you would say. We got our boy still there with his Christmas hat, you know. Christmas still ain't over in this house. We still celebrating. We still in the holiday mood. Who can say if he was the world's savior, or the great destroyer who brought it crashing down? All we know for sure is that he heralds great change, and that's why the rulers of the day always tend to fear Nika's return. Nika. The rulers of the day always tend to fear Nika's return. Who are the current rulers of the day? Those are the Gorosei and Imu. And obviously all the Celestials and everyone actually having some power under them, you know. Nika. That's that guy Bonnie mentioned. Yes, the sun god has become a symbol. Someone the hopeless and desperate turn to for salvation. They say Nika is adorned by white clouds, with white hair and white clothes to boot, and he's said to have contagious, booming laughter. So obviously, Gear 5, we've seen it, right? So how much of this Nika personality is Luffy already? And how much of it is this sun god fruit, Zoan, that Luffy ingested? Ancient Zoan. Mythical Zoan, sorry. Right, and that's the question. And I think that's what bothered me initially when Gear 5 was revealed, and with this whole, like, Zoans continue to have, like, kind of the soul of the myth in them. Is how much of this is Luffy? And I'd like to think it's all Luffy. It was Luffy. Right? But I guess we'll see. No wonder everyone's been saying I look similar. But I'm sure he's got nothing to do with me. Damn. But I'm sure it's got nothing to do with me. Don't be so dismissive, Straw Hat. You'd understand if you were born on Elbaf. We look up to Nika. Not to defend Roto, but he wasn't lying about us all sharing the same dream. Loki was the same. I believe his motive for Harold's murder was his attempt to follow in Nika's footsteps. Nothing can justify what he did, Elder. Loki. So he's a good guy? No way in hell! Absolutely not. He is, though. Luffy didn't feel no malice from the man. If anything, he's got an ego, right? Might talk a little shit about our boy Shanks right there. But other than that, he's the accursed prince. There was a prophecy before Loki was born that foretold that King Harold would be slain by his son. Then, shortly after his birth, the royal steed, the horse of fortune, died. Interesting. The horse of fortune died. That was the same year that Lin murdered the legendary hero Yorl. Right, because this is Jarl. She killed Yorl. Damn, that was the same year. Right, because we heard that Loki was born in the flashback. You're right. the tragedies kept coming. A year later, the queen herself passed on. The princeling, goddamn, the princeling would go on to use his natural strength to make the realm of the dead his own personal playground. He killed many of those ferocious beasts and tamed the rest, even released a few into the villages. And that was all by the age of 10. So this is like Odin's story, but seen now in a bad light. Bro's got the strength, bro can tame shit, bro can fight, but he's not using it in the best light because he's seen as the accursed prince. Oh, look at him. I love his horns. I love his hair. I love the silhouette. He was an arsonist. Loki's mischief endangered countless lives. He had the authority of a prince and a malicious personality. And a malicious personality. He caused hell whenever the king wasn't looking. Then finally, he was a little trickster. Was a little mischievous. Then finally, in that very castle, Loki killed King Harold. Oh, who do we see there? Is that a little silhouette of Harold? The greatest monarch Elbaf ever knew. A splendid wise man who tried to connect with the outside world, to get people to see beyond Elbaf's feared reputation as a land of warriors. Which, who does that remind you of? Remind you of Otohime in Fishman Island, right? A ruler that actually wanted to connect with the world, to go against the racism, to connect with everything that's been going on and not be isolationist. Reminds you of Odin, in a sense. I mean, he didn't really care about Wano as a whole. Maybe later he did. It was more of a selfish thing. Right? And in a way, I would say Odin actually became a little more isolationist afterwards. Because he wanted to make sure that the Scabbards knew to use Pluton once the Great War started. Which means keeping Wano safe and isolated still until that happens. But anyway, we have an Otohime type figure here who was killed by Loki, allegedly. Otohime, we know, was killed from Hody for a different reason. But here we're thinking there might be some celestial not interruption. I'm losing my words. Some assassinations, maybe. You know, some celestial night debauchery going on. Lord Jarl was stabbed trying to stop Loki. My helmet saved me in the end. It didn't save anything. I mean, bro's still alive. The fuck? Yeah. Loki's reign of terror finally came to an end 6 years ago. He was running amok at sea when Redhair captured him. Oh, damn, Shanks! We were talking shit about Shanks. He got beef with Shanks because Shanks caught his ass. Shanks? Shanks really came here? Yeah. In fact, he was here just earlier. Not sure where he went off to, though. Not Zoro with the ... Zoro also sussing this out. Some not making sense in this story, Zoro? Oh, he's about to say, I'm seeing a panel with Zoro in it. He's about to talk. Village outskirts. I thought you were acting weirdly on edge earlier. That explains it. You realize he's a reviled Kingslayer, right? Everything he told you was obviously just a lie. So, okay, so there was maybe some discussion between Luffy and Zoro. Maybe Zoro felt Loki's pressure. Luffy told them it was a guy named Loki, so Zoro's listening. We got a little bit of right-hand captain talk. I like this little private one-on-one. I gotta reread this. Luffy, I thought you were acting weirdly on edge earlier. That explains it. You realize he's a reviled Kingslayer, right? Everything he told you was obviously just a lie. He said he knew where Shanks was. Do you have any idea how badly I want to see him again? Yeah. I've heard about it 1,000 times. God damn. Yeah, Luffy, I've heard about it 1,000 times. Sounds to me like he was using that to trick you. How would he know? How would you know? You've never met Loki yourself. Luffy trust and Luffy a little naive. Did Luffy let him go? I don't remember anymore. Or did Luffy say he was going to let him go? I don't remember anymore. No, he was still tied up when Luffy left. He was talking on the snail phone. But maybe Luffy said he was going to come back to give him info. But Luffy also told Zoro the shit, because why wouldn't he? Because he loves Zoro. Trust his boy. I haven't. I'm just guessing based on his reputation. I'll tell you everything I know. That includes Red Hair's current whereabouts. If that was really a lie, I'm gonna send him flying. Nami. So you know, Luffy's trying to suss out, is Loki tricking me here? Little trickster god. Nami. If you're sneaking off to do what I think you are, did you seriously expect to find your way there without me? Oh. 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 Our navigator coming with us on a little side quest. Go back to Loki. Zoro gonna fucking interrogate Loki? Shit. Don't tell me that Shanks' twin is gonna be there. He went straight from the castle to Loki. I wouldn't be surprised. Did you seriously expect to find your way there without me? I love Nami's face here, by the way. Listen up, Luffy. We'll get the key. But if he pulls anything funny, we'll have to take care of him. Got it. Thanks. But why is this guy here? He's my new slave. I'm truly blessed. Ew, don't bring Road along, bro. No. Fuck that. I don't want no like Caesar clown caribou ass character with us. Don't forget, I'm her #1 slave and Sanji's #2. Doof. Strong girls really get my blood pumping. Damn Zeus. #1 slave, huh? He's been struck by lightning. Literally. Who's that talking? Is that Zoro talking? I don't know who's that talking. Nami Tasa. Isn't it neat how we're both navigators? Don't ever try to get close to me again. Yes, ma'am. I heard she looked, she's like, don't look at me. It feels wrong for the guests of honor to bail so early. Don't worry. I brought some meat. Have you tried this moose? They're all in a drunken stupor now. They probably can't even remember what they're celebrating. I don't want to give him that voice, actually. They're all in a drunken stupor now. They probably can't remember what they're celebrating. Say, if all the treasure in the castle suddenly disappeared, would that be a problem, Rodo? My vision's awful. So, I'm sure I wouldn't even notice. You had this in mind. You had this in mind since the beginning, didn't you, Nami? Huh? Your eyes. Cute little gag. All right. So Nami's like, a chance to go to the castle and see all the riches. My God. So they're not going to Loki. They're going to get the thing Loki wants, which is the key from the castle. Now, who just teleported into the castle? We gonna finish this chapter off with a little meetup, little like Luffy meeting Blackbeard at the end of Impel Down type shit. Little face off. All right. Oh, ga. So that's what it is. Oh, ga. If I understood you correctly, then I'm afraid I'll have to step back and refuse your offer. I'm sure it's an honor to be invited to join your noble knights. But that would make you celestial dragons, right? Do you really expect anyone on the planet to be willing to become scum like that? Damn. So it seems like they missed each other by a little bit. If they went straight to Loki, they would have met up with them. If they went to the castle earlier, they would have met up with them. But just in the right time, the knights went to Loki, Luffy's going to the castle. Luffy's gonna come to Loki. Something's gonna be up with Loki. Bro's probably gonna be on the brink of death, to be honest. But he's talking shit. Loki doesn't stop talking shit, and I respect that. And it looks like Shanks. He got the same goatee as Shanks too. But we're not seeing his other eye. We're still not seeing that left eye. Do we have any intel? All the informants we sent to Elbaf reported a giant crow heading for them before their transmission got cut off. Their weakness is beyond belief. All the informants we sent to Elbaf reported a giant crow heading for them before their transmission got cut off. Their weakness is beyond belief. Are we saying, are they human informants? Were they the ones caught by road? Or where else was there a giant crow? I think there was only in that place, right? Or it was in the land of the dead. Oh, we get a better look. She's got like a black eye and a white eye. All right. I'm done just standing by and listening. This is the definition of impertinence. Sheesh. God's Night Gunko. Gunko. And she's got a little... She's like unwrapping. She's oh fuck, what's her name from Naruto? Kamui? The fucking paper chick? She's giving Bleach to me. She's giving Stern Ritter. But she's also given some Naruto. I won't let it stand. Don't be hasty, Gunko. We about to see a feat from Shanks' twin. We got one of the Toriko wolves coming up to him right now. Oh god. Eat him up, wolf. Hey, stay back if you want to keep breathing. But her thing's like a devil tail. It's actually very reminiscent of what Emu used, right? The arrow. I wonder if that's like inspired her to have an attack like that. Or we're going to see a feat from her actually first. That would make sense. Someone actually said that she had a bandage power because I think they saw bandages on the giant that she took down. It like clamped them. Huh? Hey, wolf. Oh, so it like disconnects. It doesn't even have to be attached. Interesting. Wolf! She's fucking hanging the wolf, dude. If we were to spare him, would you change your mind then? So, that's how you operate, huh? Well, if that was your offer, I'd accept my friend's fate and wish him peace in death. It's okay to grieve and rage, but a warrior never kicks and screams in the face of death. Honorable. All right, Loki's honorable. I'll swallow my fury and use it to fuel me when I reduce this world to rubble. A proud proclamation. Well, so Loki's like, I'm going to be pissed. I'm pissed that you're doing this right now. But believe me, when I'm released, I'm taking you all down. None of you are spared. I am pissed. It's still giving Doflamingo to me. It is still giving Doflamingo. So I'm interested with, like, not a crazy feat. She hung a giant wolf. I mean, what I like though is that she can like disconnect her bandage, and it's still connected in a sense, but like telepathically. So I wonder what her power actually is then. Because her clothes are turning into this paper like substance, into this bandage. It's not like she has bandages on her. and those bandages are unwrapping, so she's like controlling them. She's turning her clothes into the bandage, but then like cutting it off, removing it, but still controlling it. So that's, I wonder if that's an awakened paramecia. Have we seen an awakened paramecia? Seen zones, for sure. Well, yeah, we saw the flamingos awaken paramecia. Right. Which turns everything into string. Anyway, great chapter. We're moving it along. Now we know where all the characters are. Hopefully we get to see Shanks' twin reveal soon. That meetup with Luffy gonna happen soon, hopefully. I don't like that Rhodes with us, but fucking okay. Thanks, Oda. Um, and yeah, we're moving it right along. We got a lot of lore about Loki, about King Howard, King Harold. Sorry, not Howard. And yeah, and lore on Nika. Got a great Nika picture. So, no break next week, right? No break next week, hopefully. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.